Good evening, everyone, and thank you for the thumbs up straight away. Wow, that's kind of nuts. How you all doing? SJ's going to be with us very shortly. Let me just change something. Come on. Yeah, so I just had to sort out the Wi-Fi there. Well, not Wi-Fi, the internet connection. Yeah, I'm back. Good. So how are you all doing? It's Wednesday night. It's the Wednesday Waffle. Obviously put the reminder up a little bit too late today. How you doing, Grease? I see you there on the machine that SJ's going to use. Yo, 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 as they say. Boom, boom. Oh, Jay Dolan, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's great. So, yeah, SJ is... she's working at the moment, actually. She's got a minor complication with getting a person onto an opportunity. But yes, evening, Levi. How you doing? How you doing, Mark? Hey, Strix. How's the weather in Texas at the moment? It must be what time is it? It must be I don't know. Is it like 2:00 in the afternoon or something in Dallas? I'm not sure. I have New York time, and I'm trying to work out where you are in relation to New York time. But yeah, we've got a bit of a group tonight. So so Wednesday Waffle. I don't know, like 2:30 exactly, Strix. I was kind of trying to work out because I have a guy that I talk to in Mexico City, and he's always like, right, I'm so many hours behind. It's chucking it down in down south. So in southern England, we've had rain on and off all day. It's a bit crappy because we were intending to film on one of the dog walks. We were intending to film on foot, but that didn't happen. So yeah, it's I suppose it's quite amusing for Strix, and it's hot. Now let's just I wish it was hot. I know lots of people in England moan when it gets hot. I love it when it gets hot, and it's bloody freezing in our house all the time. And I refute, it's July. I shouldn't be putting the heating on in July, but it's freaking freezing. But yes, so yeah, funny week so far. I think obviously we put up a video yesterday. Got that out. I hope you like the new approach that we're taking with them, where we're going to try and do the unboxing and the on foot thing if I can get to it in the same video, even if it's with the dog, who actually had a haircut today. He's been to a spa today. He's been to a dog spa. Pretty wild on foot. Yeah, that's our style, Grease. Always, yeah. It's a slightly different. We do it like that just because it's, I don't know. I've seen so many standard, if there is a standard for that, and we kind of adopted that style 4 years ago, adapted it a little bit, but pretty much that's the way we do it. Mash up a number of different tracks, slow them down, do different bits and things, put a bit of random crowd noise, so you might have heard a dog barking. Oh, hello, Huxley. How you doing? He's down there. He's around the back. He's lurking. Put some random noise in, and yeah. Yes, he was. What did Huxley make of it? Well, he did. You know, he's a union dog, and so he did expect me to. I'm not sure if I got the right rights to use him in the video. He's definitely expecting slightly more treats than normal for that particular piece of action, and I'm not sure if I own his image rights, but yes, he's a dog barks, gunshots, and air raid siren. See, that's perfect. Exactly. We need more of that, and I have many more weird random crowd noise. How you doing, Ryan? I spilt tea everywhere, says Ryan. Okay, it's fine.
It's fine.
Gaffer tape, blue tack. I'm gonna have to tape the internet the cable into the MacBook, definitely. But yeah, so we've got this new style of a video where hopefully we do an on foot. That was obviously SJ doing the first one, so combining the two videos so that you get to see exactly what it is from the beginning. Poor Huxley.
Poor Huxley, my arse.
There's no poor Huxley. No, poor Huxley Grease. That is, he's been on a spa day. He's
Honestly, this dog
he's had
has
treats.
like the best life ever.
He's had treats. He's been pampered. He smells amazing.
Yeah.
He's had all his fur trimmed in all the places.
He's summer ready.
He's summer ready. Definitely. He's got his beach body on. He's ready to hit Marbella. But
Huxley isn't very Marbella.
No, Huxley's not very Marbella. Where would Huxley go on holiday? Well, where do we think? Like, he likes beaches, but he doesn't. He's not Marbella. He's what beach do we reckon he like if he was to go on a foreign holiday?
Poor Hux.
He's not on the phone to Dogline. This dog gets the best life.
Do you know, this dog, the other week when it was absolutely boiling, he was off for like his paddling pool days with his doggy friends. And I was like, I want to jump in the van and go off with him and his friends because he's going to have a way better day than me. Yeah. Like he did today.
Exactly. Yeah, so Strix is saying that Huxley should go to see Mark's saying Venice Beach. I actually think he's more of a NorCal. Like, he probably even like, I could see him hanging out sort of even further north than that on the slightly more wildy beaches as you go sort of Marion County and beyond. Like, keep going up. He's into that. He's not into the ticks that they have up there.
No,
but I don't think you get ticks on the beach, so he should be all right as long as he hangs out on the beach.
Yeah, he is a bit of a beach bum.
Oh, definitely. Although he does have a tendency to eat sand,
and then he has a sandy poo,
and it goes all the way through, and you get piles at the end of it of sand.
Yeah, we know he never got to Big Sur.
No, he never did. But I think he'd like Big Sur.
Yeah, he probably would. He liked Carmel.
Yeah, he did like Carmel. He was a big fan, and he was a big fan of the beach there.
Yeah,
was that where
that's where the incident happened.
The incident happened with the hacky sack dunks.
Do you know? I actually had a dream about ticks the other night.
Who wants to dream about ticks?
I know it's because I get so paranoid about them. Yeah, it was just not pleasant. The hair. Oh dear.
Alwyn, don't tease me with that. Because that's like the biggest tease. Like everyone, that's the biggest tease in the world. I'm gonna have to. I can't get there. That's so frustrating. That if that is true, Alwyn. Oh my word! I'm gonna have to find a way. What's that say?
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, apparently.
Oh, are we receiving smooth streaming?
I don't know.
Boom. I don't know.
Anyway, I haven't said good evening, everybody.
Yeah,
because I wasn't here at the start. So hello. I was just doing a panicky thing for work, which I'll probably.
So I'm just throwing that up there so everyone can see what Levi's asking in the chat.
Sorry, I'm just working here.
Oh, SJ's just sorting out some kind of thing. So why have you opened a poll, SJ?
Have I?
Yeah, a poll seems to have opened.
I haven't done anything, no. I haven't done anything.
Okay, maybe that's from the other night where there's some like. Oh my God! There's no fire boom now going on. What in earth is going on with? Oh my word! You know when you try and just Grease voted boom. Like let's just let this possibly correctly avoid due to the Corona shortage. This Corona can go and do one for the supply chain right now. It's getting me down, amongst other things. As I was saying earlier before you came down, SJ, I like the weather's sort of. But yes, Streamlabs, you need to sort yourself out. You put a vote out. We're gonna vote. I know.
May have to quickly run upstairs. I'm sorry. Sorry, people. There's the middle of a work event going on, and I just need to do something.
You could access work stuff on my laptop because it's a work laptop. Anyway, so yeah. That kind of sucks. So I saw Jay Dolan's. I don't know if anyone's seen his picture on the gram. His hells, the velvet on them looks very sweet. I've got to say, very very sweet. What are you doing down there, dog? He's just doing something down. You know, sometimes the thing they say with dogs is if you can't hear them, they're definitely up to something. And ours is definitely up to something. YouTube has COVID. I think it might do. Although I'm looking now at our stream health. We have like a little system on this side. And yeah, Levi J Dolan was always in the blazing squad. Always. Whereas the dunk division, yeah, it's I'm really loving the phrase the dunk division. It's I was thinking of an amazing T-shirt design for the dunk division. So you know that that Joy Division album cover, which is like the mountain range. It's got the lines. Wouldn't it be amazing if I could recreate that, but where the lines were going over it, it was the shape of a dunk. That would be so cool. So cool. Well, I think it would be anyway. I was really feeling them. That as an idea. One of the more random discussions that I was having over what we were having for dinner the other day. But yeah, the mountain one. I can't think what it's called. I know it isn't it. Right. All right. Isn't it? Oh, I can't remember what it is. Tell us what it is. Is it music? Oh, is it sound waves? But yeah, it could work. It could work, couldn't it? I see. This is like the problem is I just don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of stuff. Just know a little bit about a lot of things. Which is at the moment I am reading just to show you how boring sometimes things. I'm reading this book, Eat Your Greens, which is about fact-based thinking to improve your brand's health. Really, it's a pulsar radio waves. Haha, yes. But yeah, we could. I think it would be kind of cool. I think. Oh, what is right? So Streamlabs is obviously doing all of the votes that SJ opened last week when it didn't work on Sunday. It's obviously suddenly decided that it can be connected, and so we're getting all of those votes from last week. Grease voted on Boom. What are we booming for? I tell you what, let's just do a bit of that. Just because we can do that. Yeah, so if you're new to the stream, we're definitely having a few technical issues, but thank you. There's 15 of you in with us tonight, and that's great. It's a Wednesday waffle, and what we do on a Wednesday, for as the people in the stream chat will tell you, is we generally talk about anything and anything. Food is often related, often related. Sundays we stream and we talk more about shoes. But Wednesday, free form, we'll do whatever we can. What was your first pair of sneakers that we really loved? Well, evening, Michael. How you doing? I think we answered this quite a bit on some of the podcasts. So the Sneakers and Stories, which you can get on all your favorite podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, and anywhere else random. But for me, like there was a pair that I think it was a Gola pair. I didn't really love them, but the ones that stick in my mind, and people have heard this story many times, is a pair of Airwalk prototypes, in black. They still don't come up on eBay. I found them once. So for Jay Dolan, it's Cortez. We got premiums from Vandals. Vandals are pretty smart as a thing. Premiums were awesome from Mark. Yeah, it's an interesting question because everyone would think, oh, it's clearly going to be a dunk with you, but it's not. It's not at all. But I'm just looking in there. Yeah, it's a random one. So I don't know. Like I was thinking more. I've been thinking more about this, and it is those prototypes. But it is the one that sticks in my earliest memory is that Paragola. I'm sure they were black with gum soles. I'm sure. Seemed to have a zigzag pattern on the sole. Ryan's Air Jordan 2 infrared or super condors. Levi loves his cross trainer 3s. Um, Alwyn's into his Nike Omega. Michael, all about Nike Wimbledon. Um, and Mark wants to know if it was an orange version of the Nike Omega. I suspect so. Levi, 1991 would have been Jordan 5s if my parents had bought them for me. Poor childhood. Well, I'm trying to think when I got those. Oh, Huxley, careful. Trying to think when I got those prototypes. Ooh, 88 or 89, I think. But then I don't think I threw them away until 95. I think. I definitely was wearing them in 93. I think that's when the hole came in the sole. Alwyn, that's right. So Mark Alwyn was saying is that definitely the red over the orange. Levi's just Googled the Omegas. Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, maybe I should do that to show everybody. Let's have a quick look. Omega Flames. Oh my word! Let's have a look at these bad boys. So I'm on Depop. My word! Right, let's have a look at these. We're just going to flick scenes so you can all see this. I think this one. Yeah, right. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to move. Oh, no. We're going to move all of that there. Look at those. Aren't they lovely? They're amazing. They are an amazing pair of shoes. I swear the guys. So I was just a random one. I think I follow this guy on Instagram. Anyway, let's get back to the there like that. So yeah. Now see if you did get a Dunk collab ever, that would be an amazing colorway for a Dunk. Amazing. That would be so like fire would be ridiculous. Oh, you could do a really cool box, like with flames and stuff. I can see the video as well. Oh, you could do this cool. You could do this part where like somehow you've got the Attitude like triangle logo. The outside of the logo is like burning flames, and you and something, and you somehow go over it. Anyway, that would be yes. So my first pair when I was just 14, says Alwyn. And Grease is like, yeah, the ultimate inflamery for sure. But yes, it's that would be an amazing shoe. I think it'd be amazing. Flames. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Such a tenuous connection, but flames have just remind me of flame grilled. I haven't, and SJ and I were talking about McDonald's, and the connection there is Burger King into McDonald's. I don't think I've had a McDonald's in like 10 years, and I was just saying to her, I think I miss it. Like, I'm just curious. And then we were talking to Huxley, and like, apparently Huxley's dad likes a cheeseburger. Is dog dad. But yeah, so Alwyn nearly did a collab with Saucony. And it was going to be a Lost Boys collab. That would be amazing. Oh, and the Lost Boys is definitely up there in the top 3 film mark. And actually, when we went to Santa Cruz, we went and looked at some of the bridges that aren't the bridges, but look like the bridges that they hang from. So yeah, it's such a good film. Very 80s, amazing soundtrack. I seem to remember playing that soundtrack so much. I seem to remember at the time as well, that was when I kind of got into wearing a trench coat for a little bit. Well, I couldn't have a trench coat, so it was a raincoat. But yes. Oh, so there we go. Great movie. Still not seen The Lost Boys. Oh, Jay Dolan, you need to watch The Lost Boys. And Alwyn, that would have been an absolutely amazing box, a coffin to have those shoes in. That would be so cool. So cool. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Oh no, that sucks, Ryan. Well, so here's the thing, Ryan. So you can't have KFC. I'm going to make a confession. I've never had KFC. I often think about it, but in the many years that I have been on this planet, I have never had a KFC. And Grease had a Domino's tonight. Oh, that's nice. It always gets onto food because food is like the sustenance of life. And Kiefer Sutherland, Owen saying was so cool. Yes, he was a super cool dude. But yeah, food is what nourishes us. Keeps us going. Obviously, maybe McDonald's doesn't nourish us as much as it should. But tonight, because the weather's crap, SJ went and got pie and mash. And we had pie and mash and peas. Vegan pie, but still, it was all right. It's all right, you know. And so, Alwyn had KFC tonight. So good. Jay Dillon hasn't had KFC for 15 years. Strix hasn't had one in years. So I'm really curious. KFC. So Alwyn's probably had KFC in the US and the UK. Is KFC better in the US than it is in the UK? In my head, it is. It's significantly amazing. Not eel pie, Mr. B. No, not eel pie. And I didn't have gravy tonight, although I should have had gravy. SJ's brought a work thing down, so obviously she's working while streaming.
I think we're sorted.
Oh, are we sorted?
I think so,
okay. Yeah, she's and the Kiefer Mullet in Lost Boys. Yes, bang on, JP. America is better. I think America just does junk food better, or fast food. Probably we should probably call it that to be correct. Fast food better. I never got to Popeyes. McDonald's is better in Australia than in the UK. Is that a fact?
It's what a fact. Right, I'm back.
McDonald's in Australia is better than the UK. Grease is saying that KFC in India was trash, but in Saudi was really good. All junk food is better in the USA. Facts.
Disagree.
Whoa, SJ. So where's your junk food better? Junk food, like proper greasy food.
But I just don't really like proper greasy food, do I?
Oh, you've gone healthy. You've changed.
Have I?
So California. Eating your kale.
Flipping love a bit of kale.
You love a bit
kale
of kale.
With lime juice and a bit of salt and pepper.
What you like? Pizza Hut in Beijing was incredible. I'm gonna say, like, you know,
how are we on food again? Wednesdays is just food night.
Food talk,
isn't it?
Food talk is just. I've got to say, we had Pizza Hut the other night again because we were being lazy, and they finally got it right. It was nearly greasy.
It was nearly greasy, but they cocked up the garlic bread.
Yeah.
They sent us normal garlic bread, not the really nasty garlic bread with cheese, which is the only reason why you really buy Pizza Hut. Let's be honest.
And Ryan prefers England's food. Mr. B started it, SJ. I did start it.
England's food.
Tamia for life. Don't worry, we're on to food.
We're only talking food, Tamia for life. Don't worry. Good evening.
What is the opposite to vegan? Carnivore.
Yeah.
Only eats meat.
Yeah.
Saber-toothed tiger.
I'm not a vegan.
No.
I'm just mainly plant-based.
Mainly
God,
plant-based.
that sounds
You sound, again, you sound very California.
So ridiculous.
Barely taking a lunch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like that today, to be honest.
Yeah.
Today has been a bit crazy, actually. Don't know how.
So when I say that, I mean Birmingham. Like, we have the Balti. You do have the Balti.
Birmingham Balti.
I think I had the. I want to say, I went to Spark Hill once. To specifically have Balti in a specific restaurant. I can't remember. Like, we're talking 20 years ago, more than. There was one menu. It was under a glass thing. You could only get water, but I seem to remember it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hey, Andy, how you doing?
Hello.
We've got 0161 in the house, as they say. Yeah, so Curry Mile in Birmingham, or am I tripping? I'm not sure. Like, I vaguely recall it was in Spark Hill. But like we are, as I said, we're talking 20 plus years ago, more than probably around 95. God, I'm old.
Yes, you are.
Don't you're not supposed to say that, SJ. You know. So we talked about shoes. We
What
talked.
have we talked about?
Well,
I don't know. I feel
Alwyn
what's
was.
going on.
So Alwyn was saying that Atlas are going to have
A new dunk. I
yeah.
saw that bit. Yeah, before I went
But
upstairs.
at one point, Attitude nearly got a Saucony collab, and it was going to be based on the Lost Boys, and the box was going to be a coffin. And so, good greasy toe.
I think it was a Lost Boys film that got me into the Doors. Because obviously it's got People is Strange, but I don't think it's actually the Doors version.
No, it's not, isn't it? Is it Echo and the Bunnymen?
I can't remember whose version it is, but yeah, I'm sure it was that track that introduced me to the Doors.
To the Doors, yeah. Well, and still one of your favourite bands of all time. And SJ will claim that The Doors, the movie,
it's amazing.
Is her favourite film
of
all time.
It's not my favourite film, but it's in my top 10.
Oh.
It's an amazing performance by Val Kilmer.
And we were saying how, yes, anyway, Kiefer Sutherland and all of that. Brat Pack, amazing. Amazing of the time. I was a big fan of Young Guns Part 2. Which is a reference to another movie, and not Young Guns Part 2. Butch Cassidy. That was it. I can't do it, but I think Siegfried. Oh God, no! It's in It's in a Bill and Ted's film, and they reference Young Guns.
I don't think I've ever seen.
You've not seen Young Guns?
Oh, it's parody, right? Isn't it? Of
no, it's Young Guns.
What am I thinking of?
Is a genuine Brat Pack movie from the 80s. Flatliners was a great movie, yeah. And Alwyn went to Jim Morrison's grave in Paris. We didn't get there.
No.
We went all over bloody Paris.
I think I went there when I was a kid.
Yeah, you probably did. Streamlabs is doing its random thing. I think Streamlabs is basically getting all of the stuff from last week for some reason. So we're just going to do it again because I'm sure that you're all voting this.
Oh.
Completely. Completely. Let's.
I'm tired today, people. Proper tired. I actually Thursday today.
Why are you tired, SJ?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't know. Huxley has been off at his spa, as we're talking about. So that meant we didn't go for a walk at lunchtime. I just think staying indoors all day has really screwed my eyes.
Yeah, that's sorry. I've just seen what Ryan said. Yeah, I have no idea what we're on about again. Ryan,
no, I don't know.
That's the point. That's the point of the waffle. You throw something in random, and we can just see if we can talk about it. Shopping in Paris. I
think it depends on what you want. I mean, it's actually been a long time since I've been shopping in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of feel that the shine of shopping abroad has been taken away, because unless you do hunt out independent places and really do your research before you go, everything's pretty much the same. Which just spoils shopping for me if I go abroad now, which is why it's not always as much of a priority.
I think shopping in Europe, well, I don't know, Berlin was interesting.
But again, there really wasn't anything. There was like some of the places around Mit, you could get some really cool stuff.
Where? Around Mit.
I don't know. I think it's been too long since I've been to Paris to actually make a proper call on that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's overrated. But
You're not a fan of Paris.
I'm not a massive fan of it. And I think Andy's just hit the nail on the head. thinks the internet has made shopping by location almost pointless.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Now, Copenhagen, as locals may say, and I don't know if they do say that. I've never been. That's the one place I've not been. I'd love to go. I like Stockholm. I've not shopped there. Can't afford to shop in Stockholm, but I like it. I hate shopping everywhere apart from the Bullring. Ryan, Ryan, come on, man. There's got to be more. There's more to life than the Bullring.
See, I quite like Barcelona, bits of Barcelona anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done Copenhagen. I'd like to. New York is great for shopping.
Yeah.
But again, there isn't anything.
It's easier to shop in New York than it is in LA, just because it's smaller.
Yeah, because everything's
more
close
European.
together. I think the only reason I like shopping in New York and in the US in general is because there are shops and brands there that still aren't in the UK, or that you can't get. That you can buy online and have it shipped here, but you can't go to a physical store in the UK still.
Yep.
So that's the only reason why I like shopping in the US.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. I think every time he leaves Birmingham, he just becomes a hater. I'm sure I felt like that for a while. But I don't know, like downtown LA is interesting. I don't know. I have funny feelings about LA. Like I like it conceptually. I just wish there wasn't all the traffic. Like it should be easy to get around, but it just gets a pain in the ass. I can see why like people don't leave the neighborhoods. It's a funny one. Shopping in Sydney was good. First time I've been with security on the door, says Jay Dolan. That's novel.
Owen says San Francisco is the greatest city on earth, but I think Barca is the best city in Europe. Ooh.
San Francisco is not without its problems.
See,
Owen.
if you've watched The Last Black Man in San Francisco, there's a line in it that really struck a chord with me because I have this real love-hate relationship with San Francisco. Because I would go into the city far more than you would.
Yep.
And there was this line in it where he's talking to somebody on this bus and this lady says to him, "You can't hate San Francisco unless you love San Francisco."
Yeah.
And that really struck with me because I do just have this love-hate relationship with it. Like I love the idea of going there, but once I'm there, I'm just like, get me out of here. This is just like, I don't like it.
Oh, completely, Owen. No city is without its problems. I hear you. I think in San Francisco at the moment it's just extra visible. Extra visible.
It kind of got... So when the Super Bowl was there, they cleared out all of the homeless people, which was awful in itself, the way that they did it. They just sort of moved them all along. And then everybody came back, but it felt like they came back almost in a vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just, everywhere you go, it's just crazy. You just have like this obscene wealth followed by this obscene poverty, and there's just not much in between. And it's quite a hard thing to get your head around, particularly when you're somebody that's been taken there. And you kind of feel like you're almost contributing to the problem that you're seeing. So it's a really weird thing.
Yeah, it's there are parts of San Francisco I really like, and like it's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
And I like the part of the energy there. I like the the acceptance that at times it feels like people have, but I do but I don't know, I was just acutely aware of just how like it's worse than London, like the disparate have and have nots and the
Because it's all crammed into such a small
yeah,
area,
it's
really.
7 miles
as well.
by 7 miles. That's
Yeah.
it. And it's it's an interesting one, and certainly they're. Oh, look, the stream bot's back. So we're going to give ourselves that's for all of us. That's just for all of us. And the thing as well is they're building so much in the city. Like if you've not been back for a while, you'll be like, whoa, what is this place? But yeah, it's I don't know. It's an interesting one, and yet San Francisco, the Bay Area, I do miss it. So yeah, it's a funny one. It's a funny one.
I do love Barcelona though.
We haven't been back for it, but we
have.
We had a very unique experience in Barcelona in where we were staying.
Yeah, but I went on a girls' weekend.
You did go on a girls' weekend, whereas most of the time when I went, we'd go early because my work was paying for a hotel because we would have a conference there once a year in January. It was amazing. Amazing. I haven't been back for ages.
The thing is, when you go to Barcelona, you can't go to like relax really. You just end up accidentally
staying up until
6 a.m. or something ridiculous.
It is an accident. The Marilyn Monroe. Sorry, I'm just brain.
There's all sorts on Lambos. The Ramblers.
Yes, stayed in a hostel above that last night. Every time I had a cig on the balcony. Amazing. I'm trying to think where else. Like Sydney, I quite like the look of. Although I'm only there for. That's the problem for me. I travel a lot of places, or I did travel a lot of places for work, and so I don't really get to see them. Barca is always an accidental party. Always, you accidentally have a good time. Without even planning it. Cologne is novel at times. Berlin was fun, for sure. But Berlin was much fun. I think Jay Dolan's onto a point. So Sydney is kind of interesting. The problem for me with Sydney is I only ever go there for like 48 to 72 hours. I think, is it 72 hours the longest I've spent there? Was it 4 days? How long is 72 hours?
I'm sure you were only there for actually 2 days.
Once I went for less than 48 hours.
Yes, you did, which is ridiculous.
To Sydney.
The man that's worried about sustainability flies to Sydney for 48 hours.
Yeah, it took me longer to get there than I was there. I had a really important meeting to do. I've heard great things about Montreal, great things about Toronto. I'd like to go to Toronto. Vancouver was nice, although wet. And it's downtown. The beggars were a little bit more forceful than I'm used to at the time. But
God, this is another waffle.
Yeah, like why not? Like, and I tell you what, I had some amazing honey beer in Vancouver, and they used to freeze the glasses. It was so good. You like came off the plane, you go to this bar, the beer is ice cold. This is really, really good. Canada, eh? Oh, a boot. That's about all I can do from a Canadian accent. A boot. Oh my word. Plenty of free holidays. Hated the flight though. Montreal is better than Toronto apparently. Mark's a big fan of Bar Manolo in Barca, which is cool. Only place I can tolerate that I've been is Menorca.
Oh my god.
Menorca. You know what? I've not been to Menorca or Mallorca. I was about to say Majorca.
I looked at going, but then it was gonna be a bit messy to get there from where I was flying from. Yeah, but I was looking to go there with some friends a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
but we ended up in Barcelona instead.
Yeah, which is where is Drake from? What isn't that? So he claim Toronto, but is he really from Toronto? That is the question. And we're going to give ourselves a fire boom again just because the vote's opened.
So CT Rin is asking, what shoes are we hyped on at the moment?
Well, ACGs. I think that's what I'm most hyped about right this week. I think, although I'm kind of intrigued as to what's coming. So Ryan, and I think, I see. Here's the thing, Ryan. I can totally relate to that now. I've become such a grumpy man. It's like I just don't. $100 on the ACGs. Woolly Mammoth. I am though. The Grateful Dead's. But I heard a rumor that they've been delayed. The Grateful Dead's. I heard that rumor, so I don't know whether that's the truth or not. But certainly, I think that cropped up for sure.
I'm not hyped for anything apart from my dunks I got the other day.
SJ still hyped for a Comme des Garçons. Comme des Garçons.
I'm hyped to get the refund for the second pair on my card. Is what I'm hyped for.
I'm intrigued by the adversaries and the Nigers. I'm still sitting on the fence on those at the moment. I did see randomly. So obviously the sneakers app has changed, and we're now all on the US app. So we're now moved out of the UK app, and we're into the sneakers one. But I am kind of hyped for it's coming out on Saturday, I think. And it's the Air Jordan Smoke Grey. The Air Jordan 1 Smoke Grey. I'm kind of hyped for that. I've seen a fair few pictures of them. I really like them.
What are these instant skateboard dunks?
Instant skateboard dunks, eh?
From Woolly Mammoth. What are these?
Eh?
What are these? What are these? What are these?
What have we missed? What have we missed? Sorry, I missed that. Where's Woolly Mammoth?
Sorry, let's go for it. So Woolly Mammoth says, I want those instant skateboard
Oh,
dunks.
yes. We all like those as well. But are
Do
they?
we?
Yes.
What are they?
Remind
me.
Genuinely coming out? So
Andy's Jaden and New Balance and the new Space Hippies.
Instant dunks, just add water. If only. If only that was the case, we'd be swimming in water. Or you know what I mean. Mids. So there is new orange label drop next Thursday. Okay.
And Space Hippie Jordan is on the way too, says Andy. Yeah, we looked at that on Sneaker Streaming Sunday about a month ago, didn't we?
We did. And Mark's piecing out. Well, Mark, cool. Nice to have you around. As I said, this is always a waffle. There's never any structure to it, so it's nice to have you here.
Yeah. Have a good evening, Mark.
Yeah. So, and there's 19 people watching. Like, don't forget, guys, to give us a thumbs up. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm in finding us. We are all slaves to the rhythm, the algorithm. Was that Annie Lennox?
No, my God.
No, I know
That was
it's
Grace Jones.
not Annie Lennox. Now that would be an amazing collab.
What,
from
Annie Lennox and Grace Jones?
Interesting. About 30 years ago, that would have been an amazing collab. Not so now. So yeah, it's all good. Anyone seen pics of the new orange labels? No. I did spend some time on. Being inspired by Jay Dolan again. Always inspired by John. I spent some time browsing eBay yesterday.
What have you done?
I didn't buy anything.
Not you.
I didn't buy anything. And actually,
Jay Dolan, what are you doing here?
on Instagram.
Don't inspire him anymore.
On Instagram, I don't know if anybody saw us put up on our story from Dunk on a Bitch. He's selling the UK passports and the US passports in a size 11. I think it's a US 11.
It will be a US 11, so they're too small.
I know they're too small for me, and they're in the US, so I won't. Like, he's in the Bay Area, and like I'm never gonna, I'm not gonna be there for. So Andy doesn't like Annie Lennox. Now I'm just like, it's a moment. It's a moment. I just was, oh God, I've got to do a Fire Boom again, just because US passports in a UK 11. I saw Levi. I was just, I don't know. I'm kind of like, it was asking for a price check, and I'm like, well, how much do you want to sell them for, rather than how much like. I don't want to go in with a price. I'd rather him name the price and then we go. They're not obviously the UK ones.
What is going on?
What?
Sorry.
Watch
Watch is going mad here.
Attitude Inc. sending us pictures. Hang on. Let's have a look, because there might be something fancy.
No.
SJ's. No, I wanted to show someone. Because we were talking about Huxley earlier. And let's go here. Boom. It's not bloody on. What idiot didn't switch the other camera on?
I actually don't have my phone with me.
Can you see? Oh, you can't see that.
I don't have my phone with me.
Right, I'm just going to cheeky
Can't
grab. Boom. Look at, here's Ad. Is that going to focus? Come on. That's what he looks like now. He's had a bit of a haircut and everything. Anyway, we were talking about him earlier. I just remembered. He's put the other pair up for $150, so I'll probably put the US pair up for the same price. Yeah, that's I might reach out to him. They look like they're in good condition, Levi. But I'm look at your DMs, Pint of Stuff. Okay. Oh, hello. There's a mid there. Oh dear. There is a mid.
And socks.
Oh my word. Okay. I'm not looking at my DMs, Alwyn. I'm not. But yes, it's. I keep checking my email and everything. I wonder if COVID has anything to do with people needing to get some money. I'm thinking that might be the case, Jay Darlow. Like, obviously, furlough's coming to an end now for a few people. The news is kind of depressing at the moment in the UK for that, and obviously it has been in the US for a while. I don't know. I don't know if any of you like in the UK, if you guys are going to take advantage of that eating out thing. I'm not sure if I'm keen at the moment to go and get discount meals in a pub.
Okay, so for our American friends, right? I know that your furlough scheme has been slightly different to ours. Yet, I'm not even going to try and explain yours because it's that different. But you've also had like a stimulus check of $500
something
a
like
week.
That. I don't think it's every week.
I know that there is this stimulus check. But anyway, so our government have come up with this amazing idea where if we want a takeaway on Mondays to Fridays during August.
I think it's Monday to Wednesday.
Oh, is that? Oh, yes, actually, yes, you're right. Monday to Wednesday in August, providing it's no more than
£20 per person.
£20 per person, so say $20, we can get it half price.
Yep. And they've cut sales tax on food from 20% to 5% if you eat out. And I think they've also cut the sales tax or the VAT, as it's known here, in a certain extent, from 20% to 5% at the cinema. Who's going to the cinema at the moment? I know somebody did at the weekend, but
But I mean, okay, so the stimulus check's slightly different.
Oh my word!
In Canada,
you get $2,000,
and obviously in Texas and California as well. I thought it was $500 for some reason. But anyway,
it's not much of a stimulus.
So we get 50% off Monday to Wednesday on a takeaway.
Ryan's going to be on the Pizza Hut. I think Alwyn's going to be on the KFC. Like, we're all.
It's just like, really.
And Grease went to the cinema. Grease, see, you should have waited. It'd have been a bit cheaper.
It's like we're going to be paying for this for like for the rest of our flipping lives in tax. Please, we don't need 50% off a takeaway Monday to Wednesday.
Well, you could go to the pub. It could be burger night. Oh. Burger night. I like burger night.
You don't want to go to the pub?
I don't want to go to the pub though. I'm not ready yet to explore.
Yeah, but burger night. Do you know? Have you forgotten how much burger night was?
No.
It's $12.99.
Yeah.
For burger, fries, onion rings, and either a pint or a glass of wine.
Yeah, so that would be 50% off that.
I'd rather just give him the full money.
Yeah, but then they get to claim it back from the government.
I'd rather just give it to him myself.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like 12 quid.
Yeah, because then he hasn't got to wait for the money.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, all right. That's a failed idea on my part. Failed idea on my part. 500 a week plus your average wage before COVID.
See, I thought there was all these rumours that we were going to get this £500 to spend on the high street.
Oh, I had plans for that.
You had plans for it.
I
It's like,
spent it twice over.
it's just bonkers.
But if they had all given us 500 quid to spend on the high street, right? Pair of dunks between 80 and 90 quid. That's not bad. That could have really helped the collection. I really don't think they're going to do that. Oh, you know what we've not done? I've realised what we've not done. We haven't done Beater of the Week.
I've got a disgusting beater on my feet, which everyone's seen a million and one times.
Well, I have got... if you get unemployment, you get an extra $600 per check.
Okay.
And is that every 2 weeks to Tamia for life, like how you get paid? Or is that once a month like it is in the UK? This is a genuine beater now.
It is, and it's all you really wear, those and your nizzers.
Yeah, this again, I just want to bring up like this coat, like it looks in better condition. I'm not going to show the inside.
It's actually really wearing at the back now.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So Beater of the Week is the Bruised Peach Blazer GT, not Blazing Squad. But yeah, I'm like these. I'm killing these. These are getting proper battered. But yes, this is such a great.
Wow, as you've shown what's at net, everybody's going to know this.
Yeah.
Look at the state of that.
Flip it. See, it looks clean.
It does look clean. Then you flip it to that side, and it's like.
It's like look at the mint condition of these habanero vintage 77 blazers.
No, but then look how much they're worn down at the back.
Yeah, all right. There's some heel drag going on there. Wow, it's a smashed peach. Oh yeah, so you get that money every 2 weeks. You're all welcome to come and spend your £500 in our store. Okay. That's the thing, Alwyn. Like I had it spent in many different ways. And it turned out it's just for the hospitality industry, not just for obviously that there's a lot of people in isn't there 2 million people?
Yeah, I mean
employed in
a lot
that.
of people here, but
yeah. And apparently those are clean as AF for a chick shoe.
A chick shoe.
They wouldn't fit me, but a peach cobbler. Yeah, they are a bit like a peach cobbler. So from a bruised peach to a peach cobbler. I haven't had a peach cobbler for years.
Oh no.
You know what I fancy, SJ?
What?
A decent apple crumble. A decent one.
Does that mean not my on the hob?
Oh no! That's a special crumble. Though.
Okay.
That's a special
We've
crumble.
almost got all the ingredients for one of those. Actually.
Yeah, we have. We have nearly got that. Oh dearie me. Yes. I was going to have a beer tonight, but I realise it's too late now. What time is it? It's 20
Apple
past.
crumble, like a really good apple crumble, is like one of the best things ever.
You see how we're back onto food. This should be called Wednesday. Well, it is called the Wednesday Waffle, isn't it? And I do use a picture of a lovely waffle.
Do you know, I don't really like rhubarb. I find it quite hard to. You have to.
Has to be
I don't know.
has to be sugared just right.
Yeah, it does.
What did we have rhubarb with once? Where it was like was it a savoury dish that we did rhubarb? I thought we bought like a stick of it. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Sounds a bit exotic.
You know what? What was that tea stuff I made? Chai. I'd love a chai.
You don't put rhubarb.
No, I
in
know,
chai.
but it just made me think of it because I think it was around the same sort of time when we bought some rhubarb. Yeah, the most random of conversations. Always the most random of conversations, and you're very welcome to that on the Wednesday Waffle. Always.
Oh my word.
We do not know what we will talk about. It will always involve at some point food. We did a long chat on travel today, which I quite liked.
I have been really hungry today, actually. It's because it's been so dark and grey here. And I've been tired today. So
You have to eat rhubarb with a silver spoon. What? Do you mean like sugar? Or do you mean literally a silver spoon? Why do you have to eat rhubarb with it? Oh my word. I know a different type of rhubarb and custard, but that's a long time ago. Can't get them anymore.
Alwyn's just had a chai latte. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I'd love a chai latte.
I'd love a chai latte.
I love a chai latte, innit? Oh my word.
Oh,
it's all good. It's all good.
Well, we've talked about travelling. We've talked about food. What else?
We had a little talk about shoes. Let's get that theme tune going. Do you know the theme tune, SJ, to rhubarb and custard?
That was it.
Do it again.
Oh, I just know it's. That's all I remember.
Amazing.
I don't remember.
Amazing.
Else.
A latte. Yes, very much a latte.
Latte.
A latte. I'll have a latte.
A chai latte.
And a flat white. We'll have to go to that coffee shop.
Well, I said yesterday, do you want to come over and meet me for coffee when I went to Festy?
I was on a call.
I know.
Yeah, I had an early
I
one.
had an early call. I was like,
Yeah, I had an early one. Rhubarb takes a coating off stainless steel spoons. Wow. Okay, so Jay Dolan is teaching us life lessons from Jay Dolan, 1979. Who knew that? And I think we would have used a stainless steel spoon with a rhubarb the one time that we bought it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of rhubarb.
Yeah, I think you've said that. But you like custard.
I'm a bit fussy with custard. I'm not a massive custard fan. I like the idea of custard and I have it and I'm like, nah. I like vanilla custard.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I also like? I like a good eaten mess.
Yeah, I haven't had one of those for ages.
Has anyone actually, while we're talking about food and randomness, has anyone ever made meringues? Because I don't think we've ever made meringue.
No. Oh, cold custard's the worst, Michael. Oh, no, you're all savages.
Gotta be, whoa, people. Whoa.
Hang on. Grease said, any of us looked at the resale of our favourite sneaker, the Dior AJ ones? To be honest, I haven't.
Not today. Let me have a look.
I did notice today, though, because it popped up on as a notification that the full collection has now dropped at Selfridges, and it's so lazy.
Yes.
So lazy.
I'm having a look now, if I can find them. The other thing, though, we wanted to mention, we didn't mention the other day. Has anybody seen the Klarna drawer? So Klarna is obviously one of those pay now or pay later apps. But I had to put my finger over the camera, and apparently it somehow detects whether you've got a pulse or not.
You need to rewind. So basically, they've partnered with some of their stores that sell sneakers. I think Size, Adidas, Foot Patrol, maybe, to basically try and combat bots. So and they're doing this promotion to enter if you've used Klarna before or if you sign up to the app. They're giving people the chance to enter a draw, but you have to be able to prove your heartbeat by putting your finger over the camera lens on your phone in the app to enter the draws, which is actually quite a clever way of doing a draw, to be honest, to prove that you're a real person. The Sean Weatherspoons are on the Klarna raffle. I think there's just those and the
Air Jordan 1s I went
Jordan
for in a size too big.
Yeah, because they only had limited
I'm just going to wear double
sizes.
socks.
But I think the way that they're doing it with the tech is really interesting.
Yeah, it's slightly different to payday loans, Grease, ever so slightly. But I'm not sure how.
I guess it's just like we joked about it weeks ago about the whole Kay's catalogue, Littlewood's catalogue thing as a kid, and we talked about it on podcasts where you pay for stuff weekly. I guess it's just the evolution of that. I know there's been a lot of talk about how bad they are for encouraging young people to
spend what they don't have.
splurge on fast fashion. So I don't know. I think if you use it responsibly, I don't know. I mean, I sometimes use it for a couple of stores just because it's easier to do that, wait for the stuff to arrive, and then decide whether you're going to keep it or send it back, so then you don't have to pay for it and worry about getting a refund. But there's only like 2 stores that I've used it on. What are you effing for?
I've just looked at, so I'm looking at the Jordan 1.
Oh, they've gone down.
Oh, no. I'm looking at the Jordan 1 in a 6.5. Lowest ask. £1,069 and 76. £1,069. Someone's taking the piss. Someone's literally taking the piss. The last sale was at £7,000 for the 6.5. So they've dropped by 13 grand. They're still way over. But I've never seen £1 million. So yeah, it's So we're gonna do another boom just because the bot thing's gone nuts. But yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, the Klarna thing's going on. But I just thought it was kind of an interesting piece of technology, and I wonder if they're going to release that in some form or other, to allow other people to take advantage of it. Clearly, a lot of people, like the people who are smart, are going to figure a way to bot it, because everything is botted at some point. I just wonder how long it'll take. It's kind of interesting, though. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I think, there's a couple of chats about Klarna. I think we're probably all responsible enough and old enough.
There's a whole range of people
There
in the
is
chat.
But yeah, I don't necessarily think it's really, really bad.
That type of financing system I know is very popular in Australia, and actually is now starting to expand and explode in the US as well. But yeah, and Boho, they are in trouble for allegedly one of the factories was employing people at £3.50 an hour, allegedly, and so they're having an independent review of their supply chain, I believe, by some famous QC. So not in a good way.
It's not just Boho. I think there's other companies that are part of its group, like Nasty Girl, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if other... Sorry, I got a bit wheezy. Other sort of UK brands
In Leicester.
that are online, like that awful In the Style company.
Allegedly. We're not saying that they do or they don't.
No, I know, but I suspect that there are going to be others that are going to get exposed as part of this, because lots of the clothes look very similar, so I'm sure they all come from the same factories.
Jordan's asking us about the Nike ISPA Road Warrior. I think, and I've looked at it, I think it's a very Andy shoe, and he won't. Hopefully, Andy, you won't take offence at that. I don't think it's for me personally. I don't think. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but I think probably the bravest I might go would be a space hippie. What's the bot telling us off for? Who's the bot shouting at now?
The bot is shouting at Alwyn, who says, "Burn them all down." Primark of the devil.
They are. You have to wonder, I think I asked, how can a T-shirt cost £1 or £2 or
Yeah,
£3?
I mean,
I can't believe. Well, I know that they cost pennies, but you've got to ask. I do wonder. But then Nike, Nike is not exactly perfect. We've had this conversation before, but it just seems excessive. And £3.50 an hour, that's got to be way below the minimum wage. It's got to be. Is that less than half of the minimum wage?
Less than half, isn't it?
That's nuts. Less than nuts. So fire boom, because it's making us vote again.
However, not some of the other more, should we say, higher end high street stores. I don't think they're that much better. But yeah,
I'm sure, every company, you just have to ask yourself.
Yeah, you do. It's like I try not to shop. Well, I don't really shop in any of those stores just because I do think it's wrong paying that little for stuff.
Sorry,
Anyway.
I have just seen
Anyway.
a bizarre
JP.
JP. My girlfriend at the time surprised me with my favourite lemon meringue pie for my birthday. Told her I'd never had that before. Turns out it was her ex's favourite. Oh my! I just don't know how. Like how does that? Like yeah. Oh my word. So Ryan wants to know what's everyone's dream place to live. Can I have multiple places, Ryan? Because if I've got a dream place to live, we've won the lottery.
Oh, we're not having this. We've had this conversation.
No, but Ryan wants to know what's the dream place to live.
And somebody won that like 115 million on Euro.
Somebody won
night, and it wasn't us.
It wasn't us. Somebody
For
won
Christ's sake.
115 million last night. That's insane. Dream place to live. You'll have one choice, SJ. Go.
Oh, that's really hard. Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
When I say, oh, that's really hard, that's just like wrong.
Oh
my
God.
God.
So Grease wants to live in Australia. Levi just wants to be on Neighbours permanently. I believe Neighbours is in Melbourne. Is that right? Baywatch. That's in LA, isn't Baywatch? So is that in Santa Monica or somewhere? Or Venice Beach? Where is Baywatch set?
I've never watched Baywatch. I know it exists, but I never actually sat down and watched a full episode of it. Venice Beach. Yes. There you go.
I thought so. Yeah, and Mel's. Yeah, like it's I don't know. Like depends. Can I have the most amazing internet connection? Am I allowed that? Like, can I have fiber internet connection?
Yes.
And am I allowed a private jet? I just need to know those. I need those two things.
Okay, if you can have that and a private jet, yes.
The Seychelles.
Oh, that came out of nowhere.
I know.
I don't think Huxley would like it.
Well, it's got a beach. He can chill. He can chase tortoises. We'll have an island off the Seychelles.
He doesn't like tortoises.
He might like giant ones. He might be friends with a giant tortoise. Tammy for life. Anywhere. I hate LA. Hey, there. Hi there, Karim. How you doing? Marwan, New York. But seeing what happened to USA, I'm backtracking.
The Capri's Village.
And Alwyn, Venice Beach. Jay Dolan wants to live in the Maldives. Ryan wants to live in Bourneville. Hey, simple pleasures. And does Bourneville still smell of chocolate? Because allegedly it smells of chocolate.
I don't think I've been to Bourneville.
I suppose the question as well, Ryan, because you are a true Brummie, has Cadbury's chocolate changed since it was bought by Americans?
Yes,
is the question. Different. Does it taste different?
Well, actually, I sort of went off the taste of Cadbury's chocolate. It just has a real
sugary taste.
It's too sugary for me. Yeah. I can't. It's like Coke. I can't drink Coke anymore.
Levi wants to live on the Chelsea Road in Sheffield. I don't know where that is apart from in Sheffield, Levi, so I'm assuming it's pleasant. It's all right. Is there a nice pub on the corner? Not too noisy, I hope. Yeah. And I basically wants to live, actually, so the Seychelles is all right. But really nowhere where there's any, so maybe actually Seychelles isn't right because I need to live somewhere where there's no moss and they keep the paths pretty clean. I already live on the Shameless estate, nowhere else to go.
Yeah, Aldi chocolate. There's one that's got like caramel and sea salt, and it is amazing. It is actually almost my favourite chocolate now.
But Ryan is coming in strong with the flake is the greatest chocolate ever made.
I haven't had a flake for years.
And Haida wants to know how you tie shirt or sweater around your waist style outfit. It's just do it, didn't you?
Yeah, just
do
tie
it.
it round. Yeah.
I suppose because I don't think of it as a specific outfit.
You don't really do it that often. I do it.
You do it all the time. I just get hot. It's just like I can't be asked to take it off. The Aldi fake cornettos are amazing.
Oh, we haven't tried those.
Oh, Mr. O, good to have you in the stream. Nice to have you here.
Hello.
We haven't tried those, but didn't they do some vegan ice cream?
They did, and it was amazing.
That was amazing.
They stopped doing it after Vaillancourt.
Oh my word! I just need to stretch the leg. The dog has taken a really.
I do like a green and blacks grease. I do like green and blacks. I like the almond green and blacks.
Andy's on Turkish Delight, just like your dad.
Just like my dad.
Your dad loves Turkish Delight. He's a big fan of that.
He is.
Not necessarily Fry's Turkish Delight, but
he likes fries.
Yeah, he's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes.
No,
to
he's not. I bought him the really poncy one. He didn't like it.
Alwyn likes a 99 flake. I just like a 99. I haven't had a Mr. Whippy ice cream for ages.
Yeah, Ryan, you need to. If you haven't seen it, you need to look up 1980s flake adverts. They were a little bit. As we might say, overtly sexual.
They wouldn't get away with that on TV now. They definitely wouldn't. Oh dear. Mr. B having a pint today. I'm not having a pint today. I thought about it's a bit late. Mr. O's having iced coffee, blondie, blue moon for me. Oh, I haven't had a blue moon for ages. I haven't had a blue moon for ages.
That could be taken the wrong way as well.
Oh my word. Ryan, he knows those adverts. I'm sure as a kid you were looking them up on YouTube. Blue Moon is life. Where randomly the first place I had Blue Moon was there's a hotel in downtown Orlando, and it's
listen to you.
It's the what is it? Oh god, it's a bit of an avant-garde hotel anyway, and I just had it there. And it was freaking boiling outside, but Blue Moon inside, a nice slice of orange in it, pretty good. You tried a turmeric latte and it tasted like vomit.
I don't mind.
Depends on if they over turmeric it.
It's not really a latte.
No,
it's really
not.
just. Is it turmeric or turmeric?
I don't know. I say turmeric. Is it turmeric? Have I been saying it wrong all my life? It's quite possible. I say many things wrong.
Was it the Hotel Michelangelo?
No, it wasn't the Hotel Michelangelo. Mango
wheat ale. What?
Oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds amazing. I could have one of those. I'm trying to think of the hotel. What is? It's Art Deco. I now need to look. SJ, carry on talking.
Boddington's adverts with Mel Sykes. Yes,
Very
I remember
sexual.
those. But yes, very overtly sexual. Oh my word, where's this going tonight? Yes, I do like. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm quite fussy when it comes to chocolate these days. Basically, I'm quite fussy when it comes to everything. Thank you, Tone. Glad I finally got them after 9 months since I saw them. Must have been nearly 9 months. And I know they were still really expensive, but at least I got them for retail. So, plus side and all that. Cadbury's Gorilla advert. Oh, yes, to Phil Collins. Yes, that is a good advert. We're talking chocolate. If you've just joined
Yep.
us, we're talking chocolate, beer, various types of latte,
And a hotel in
basically,
Orlando.
and a hotel in Orlando.
Which was the Grand Bohemian Hotel in downtown Orlando. Not the obvious place to stay in Orlando, but yeah, it was all right. It was all right. I stayed there a couple of times. Not bad. There's a cigar bar around the corner,
Cigar bar.
which is pretty good. Well, there used to be, and it had Dominican cigars in, and they had rum, and then you could go and pick your you go and pick your cigar, or if you don't smoke cigars like me, someone would point one out and go, yeah, you probably want that one. It's like going to Tesco's but for cigars, and they lit them in there. It was very weird. Jason took me there.
Of course he did.
Our friend Jason. Who remembers moonshine? It was like on Bongo. Yes, I do remember moonshine.
I remember on Bongo.
I remember on Bongo. They definitely drink it.
So what's your favourite chocolate brand? Okay, so I think at the moment, now this is going to probably surprise everybody, it is actually that random brand in Aldi. Is it Master Off?
Yeah, something like that.
Because it is so good. I know probably sounds really weird, but it is my favourite UK chocolate at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I kind of like sea candies.
Seas candies.
And any random chocolate that you used to buy in Whole Foods.
Yeah, there's this random one that is sort of made around that part of California, which you could buy in supermarkets. I can never remember what it's called. I just remember it from the packaging, and that is really, really good chocolate. I know a lot of people, I don't like American chocolate, like Hershey's, etc.
But Seas Candies is amazing.
Yeah, Seas Candies is amazing. But like proper artisan American chocolate, there are some amazing brands out there.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
And Mr. O is actually going to undead stock the Oskies this weekend.
Way!
So I think we should all give him a big cheer for that. And in fact, this is for Mr. O.
Yeah, I was going to wear mine this week. I have worn different sneakers this week again.
You
which
have.
we'll get to on
We'll get to on Sunday.
on Sunday. But now it has started raining again, which is slightly irritating.
And Jordan's he's got the phone runners coming this weekend. I really want to see those. So we'll give you some fire for that. It's hey, my word. Matt Welty. Have we got Matt Welty lurking? No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Ridiculous.
No, we haven't. Complex don't even know we exist. Fire boom for that comment. It's yes.
I'm confused. I don't know what's going on there.
No, he doesn't do Instagram, Welty. Although he does.
Okay.
He was talking to.
He does do Instagram.
He was talking to the annex.
I was looking at his
Yeah.
Instagram.
Welty does do it. The rain's ruining shoe choices. It is definitely ruining all kinds of choices at the moment. But this is just getting us prepared for winter.
No.
Because winter is coming.
Have we resold sneakers? I have only resold sneakers and like a couple of pairs on eBay. And that is purely because they didn't fit me.
Oh my word. Oh my word. It's rum and raisin chocolate. Interesting. I used to like a bit of fruit and nut back in the day.
And obviously Tone's taking July off and sneaker buying because the wedding is fast approaching.
Oh yes, the wedding is fast approaching, Tone. You definitely have to take a little bit of a break from it. Definitely. So we're just going to give Tone.
Just put sneakers on the wedding list.
Yeah, you could do that, but I'm giving Tone a fire boom just for weddings. Because I can do that. I can definitely do that. So it's yeah, and as I said, there's 19 of you watching. The thumbs up definitely helps us in the old algorithm. It lets YouTube know that
crazy people.
You actually like to hang out with us on a Wednesday evening. But yeah. Oh my word. Oh dearie me. I was
You right there.
I've suddenly realised I'm a bit tired. I'm just like being on at this. Oh dear, you know what we didn't do tonight? I didn't bring a drink down.
No,
And that,
I know. I did shout up when I was upstairs. I was like, "Do you want a drink?" And you didn't answer.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I tried to get my grails on our registry. Your fiance wasn't going for that. Boo, boo. That's all I say to that. That's
That is funny.
yeah. I say that's boo, but she's definitely right. She's definitely right. Thank you on the thumbs up, Mr. O. Definitely welcome that. Big thumbs up, and yeah, I'm just going to give Mr. O fire again.
Just because
I'm getting a bit sort of
fire happy,
free and happy with the fire booms. Have you ever pressed the fire boom button?
Yeah, when you're not here.
Oh yeah.
But that's
not going to happen for a
unfortunately,
year.
I'm stuck with you for at least another 6 months.
Oh my God, SJ.
Well, this is the longest I've had to spend with you in like 5 years. Jeez, it's hard work there.
That is true. God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will
It's
be.
like actually, so joking aside, on my Facebook memories that popped up today, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, we passed each other for 15 hours and then we didn't see each other for 3 weeks.
That's true. Because you went there and I came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We said we waved at each other. Hello, I am going to the USA, and you were like, "Hello, I'm going to the USA," and we were like, boom.
And then I arrived in the USA. This is really weird.
Yeah.
And like the man, as you go to immigration, he said, "So where's your husband now, Miss Clark?" And I was like, "Oh, he's just gone back to the UK." It was so weird and creepy. Yeah, we think it's fixed for
yeah, well, I what I might do is create a new
the polls. I'm
yeah, I might create a new voting thing with the same name and just call it like Fire Boom or something, so that it's not confused. And you're definitely double Fire Boom for you. And Grease,
you just looked at them.
You looked at them. You looked at them. Yeah, I like. So voting should be fixed, I hope. I'll make a new one. Toying with the idea of a new camera angle. Just there, but just higher up and slightly closer in.
Yeah, nobody wants to see my double chin.
Where's Jay? Oh, dearie me. Closet
watching, the pressure of keeping up with your peers. See, that doesn't really bother me anymore.
Oh, I get jealous.
You do? Like, I just don't really care.
I all right, I don't get, like, I'm just like, oh, I kind of, I don't know whether jealous is the right word. There's a little bit of envy every now and again. It's the same when I have the 5 minute meltdown. When I become 13 or 15 again,
have a temper tantrum.
It's like, oh, say, and then I get over it. What's up, SJ?
Jeez, I got something in my eye.
That's not good.
Oh.
That's not. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
I can't put my glasses back on. My headphones on.
So yeah, or like throw us some more topics, because I haven't arranged a guest this weekend, so. I'm partly waiting for, as I said, this software to update, which is hopefully coming soon. Shoe contact before eye contact, definitely. But is that a full hour's worth of chatting? What's a contentious topic? Contentious. What's a bit clickbaity?
Clickbaity.
A clickbaity topic. The crisps. We'll talk about crisps. Well, funny you should say
crisps
that, Michael.
Crisps or chips. So
crisps or chips.
We had this one as well.
Yeah. But interestingly, my mum used to work in a crisp factory a long time ago.
She did.
Yep, she used to bring experimental flavours home. So many crisps that the dog that we had as a kid ate crisps.
Oh,
had a very glossy coat. My outfit post today discussed that.
Blindfold shoe test.
Well, see, the outfit post today, Levi
has an amazing combat jacket.
Yes,
on.
But actually, you've got a point, Levi. Maybe we could weave that in on, like, because SJ talks a little bit about this, like what you want to wear versus what anybody tells you to wear, and maybe we could weave that into a topic.
Yeah, like so I don't like this particular. I think this person has history of being a bit, should I say, demanding. But that singer Jess Glynn, who I'm not a fan of singing wise,
Allegedly.
she went to Sexy Fish.
Allegedly.
No, she did, and she was turned away for breaking their dress code because she went in like baggy jeans and a hoodie and a cap.
They had a dress code.
They have a dress code, and it's just that's what I mean.
Who has a dress code?
I really like.
Who has a dress code?
That sort of thing really annoys me, and that's what I liked actually about living in the Bay Area. You could rock up to the fanciest restaurant
In your
yoga pants because people did, and no one would really care. So yeah, that sort of thing does wind me up.
So maybe we could work a topic around that and shoes. It's got to be about shoes, though.
But I know loads of people that will agree with that stance that you should have to dress up. Like there's so again for our US friends that don't know. So there's a chain of restaurants in the UK called the Ivy. Now the original Ivy's still is vaguely poncy in London, but they now have like chains in cities across
the Ivy Brasserie.
Yeah, the Ivy Brasserie. It's like their diffusion range, shall we call it? So we have one here, and like I will go in there dressed pretty much as I am now, and we've had the look when we've rocked up.
You've got the look.
Not that look. But we've been in there on like a Tuesday night, and there's like people dressed up like in pencil skirts, like stilettos, everything. And it just blows my mind that people do that, to be honest.
Anyway,
sorry, I went off on that.
No, you're all right. You're all right.
The most I get to dressing up really is shoving on a pair of heels with a pair of ripped jeans.
And Grease, I think it was you that asked which crisps, Tato crisps. They're from Northern Ireland. The cheese and onion flavour is particularly cheese and oniony. Mr. Tato, and they're slightly different to Tato crisps in the south of Ireland, even though they share the same name. So there you go. Way back when, a long time ago. I shouldn't have to dress to eat. If I can't be myself in their establishment, then I'd rather go elsewhere.
Exactly. You should just, you may want a spare of the moment thing where you just like pop out. So you may be in like scruffs or whatever. And I don't know. I just don't like this whole.
Oh, sorry.
It's just the same as I actually complained. I think I may have mentioned this. I've talked about this.
What, that you don't queue?
Shut up.
I don't queue.
Shut up. No, I complained to Waitrose, which is a UK supermarket, a bit like, I guess it's kind of like Whole Foods in the US. I complained because the security guard was quite clearly following me because I had on a baseball cap and a hoodie and sunglasses. And it was purely because of what I was wearing.
Yeah, you were, yeah. But, it is...
It isn't what it is. You should be able to wear what you want without having people...
You should. But, anyway.
I pay a lot to look this scruffy.
Oh, my word.
Yeah,
people.
Leroy, I totally agree with you. Her attitude does stink. I totally agree with that. But I still don't think you should turn somebody away just because they're a bit scruffy.
No, that's very true. People, it's 10 o'clock. So I think we're going to call it time.
Actually, sorry, Andy's making a comment there about having a full-on argument in a shop for wearing a hood with the hood up while they were literally promoting them to be worn like that in a mannequin. I actually got asked to leave a bar once because I was wearing a beanie hat.
Which one was that?
It was in Oxford.
Yeah. Didn't you have a meltdown?
I didn't have a meltdown. I just very politely argued the case of why do I need to remove a beanie in a bar.
That was true. Which bar was that?
I can't remember. It doesn't exist anymore.
No, well, there you go. Wasn't very successful because it didn't let people in beanies.
Mr. B wants to watch Naked Attraction. What?
What? Hey? Hey? I'm very confused. No. It's 10 o'clock. It's I've got the Lee meeting tomorrow, and so I need to yeah. So I just want to say
So just have at Jay Dolan's comment.
oh my word, Jada. A Shay with brown. All right, I can.
See, it's just wrong.
I can
that
imagine.
You just get judged because of what you're wearing, and I can imagine in the US, if you're not white, it's going to be 50,000 times worse, which is absolutely obscene.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh, and on that cheery note. We will. I would just want to thank you all for sticking with us for this stream. We've got 23 people. You've stuck with us, a lot of you, for the whole hour and a half. That is insane.
People.
You are absolutely insane, people. You are such an amazing group of people for joining us every Wednesday. So I just want to say thank you. Don't forget to look after yourselves. And look out. I can't guarantee when the Sneakers and Stories stream piece, when we'll record that on Saturday, but we will. We'll just have to come up with a sensible topic.
It depends on what the weather's like as well.
It depends on the weather. And obviously then we'll be back for Sneaker Streaming Sunday, which we will do on Sunday, the usual time. This one is for all of you. And we are probably out of here.